Hi guys, hey, this is Aaron. I decided to do another her vlog for you guys today. Hey, I know it's been a while since my last one, and I've had a lot of different things going on, and I've had a lot of in track competitions and softball competitions, so if that it explains my absence, I'm really sorry about it. I'm just a very competitive person, and sometimes I have to put my practices and all my other stuff first, and and that's just how it is, and I guess. Anyway, and I've been through a lot for the last few weeks, and my with all my practices and stuff. I hate love him being able to compete in the sports I enjoy, and it's just very wonderful that I get the experience from it. I I do admit it is fun. I still have had no luck finding a job yet, but there are a few places I have in mind. One of them I actually did fill out what times I was thinking about, and I realized, holy cow, there's no way I can handle that many hours, and so, but and I don't want it to affect me having the job he filled it out for. And that was earlier today, actually. Yeah, and I it was and I hope it won't affect them looking at me down the road, actually. And since it is a store I go to regularly, in fact, last time I bought a game, that's where it is. I bought it at, so I will look forward to that. And and as well, there've been some other things have been either planning or thinking about doing and stuff like that. And my sister's birthday's a week from tomorrow. And I'll be in Bedford, and then and just coming back from Bedford maybe, so I'm probably gonna take her to that burger place and that I found out about. I don't know yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for my sister. I mean, it is my sister, so I should do something for her. I don't know yet, but and I always end up in going into Bedford around then, and since have started going, so yeah. Anyway, he made a he recently he was thinking about doing some other things on YouTube that I've been meaning to and and put up, and it's just and I don't have all the software set up yet, but once I have it up, I do plan to post a few videos at a time, and maybe 3 at a time, and then have them set and for daily things, and then record every 3 days. And it depends on what's going on. That'll be something I'll do on the backside along with the vlogging. And right now, vlogging is my priority because it helps me reach out and tell some wonderful stories about my friends and family. And especially the ones that and don't want to be in any of my videos, but I don't want and people I know to not know about them. Mainly I just tell funny stories about them, and that's probably what I should do now. And I actually have a funny story from um, a couple from something that happened a few years ago. Honestly, me and my brother Jason, we went to in, in Baltimore, and that is where I got the and 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 there was this handsome security guy. I don't know the guy's name, but if he's watching, tell me. I'd love to hang out with you sometime, Mr. Security Guy. But I forget. He was a security guy back then, but I don't know if he still is. But there was this handsome security guard. But yeah. Anyway, that happened when when me and Jason went to Baltimore. Actually, but I don't think Jason would approve of me telling the story, honestly. But we have been getting close recently. I recently got my Busch Gardens pass today, and I definitely will be. But I'm not and really gonna talk much about it. Only because I have rules I set up when it comes to talking about friends and family. I said I'm okay with talking about the friends and family that don't want to appear in my videos as long as it's nothing too personal. But you know, there are some things I'm fine with telling as well. But we'll see what happens. Actually, hey, I've been watching a lot of different shows recently. Last week, Amber was voted off Idol, and I recent and I he was upset that she left. Honestly, I and I think hers and Scotty Max were the most shocking eliminations ever. And you probably don't know who Scotty Mac is, but he was on season 8. So, and that was probably one of my favorite seasons, actually. But only a few contestants stood out to me, and Scott was one of them there. And in that season, that stood out to me. So, yeah, and I gotta give him props for that. Kudos to you, Scott. I and as far as other shows go, I've been watching a lot of Dancing with the Stars, Amazing Race, and some other stuff. I I, I really hate like to and 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 try to include in more frequent talk about them. I enjoy talking about some of the shows I've been watching and games I've been playing, but and I don't know. I've been switching between Sticker Star and Pokemon Black 2 recently, and I had to start the game over because I was so far along I couldn't get in all the Pokemon I wanted to catch, and I had to start her over again because I wanted to make sure I caught all the ones I wanted to catch. I'm not even halfway with all the Pokemon I want to catch, so now I definitely have to pay attention to that. Let's see. Oh yeah, next weekend I'll be in Bedford. I think I mentioned that. The state games is in a few weeks, and if anyone is wondering, I didn't make it in track, so I'll be at the softball complex. That was something I made a promise to myself that if I wasn't picked for one, I would go and I was picked in the other, I would go in whatever I was picked in. And if I was ever picked in both, that and I would have to switch between the two. So I don't know. Next year has no guarantees, but we'll see. Although I hate often call the dance at state games a prom, and some of my friends on the team they get a laugh of the fact that I call it the prom, but I don't know. It reminds me of the time I went to prom, and speaking of prom, I definitely I want to wish all the high school juniors and seniors a good prom week and just want to hope that your prom is always gonna be magical. I remember her, my mom was doing my makeup and but she doesn't really want me talking about how she does my makeup. In fact, I rarely do wear makeup. But and I don't know. Just I don't require a lot, so I don't wear a lot of makeup. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, I think that was in my prom. One of my favorite prom night experiences was my mom doing my makeup. And anyway, I should probably go now. I'm running out of topics to talk about, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.